Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Alhamdulillah. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamd bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaytana wa farajta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil iman wa lakal hamdu bil islam wa lakal hamdu bil Qur'an. Amma ba'd, fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidna ilma. Allahumma faqqihna fid din. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'an wa amalan mutaqabbalan wa rizqan tayyiba. Allahumma thabbitna indal mauti bila ilaha illallah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Inshallah, we are going to continue with our session. So, Surah Mulk, ayah number 10, 11, and 12. So, who has to do them?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, your name is?
Yeah, it's Sitwat, and I'm doing ayah number 10.
Okay.
Wakalu law kunna nasma'u aw naqilu. Since this sentence is why is here harfiyataf, and kalu is fi'l madi, fa'iluhu nahnu. And since this ism has kala root in it, so the rest of the sentence is maf'ulul qawl or maf'ulun bihi. Wakalu means they will say, and I can't recall that why translations say will, since it's okay. Questions in the end. Law is here harfu shart, means if, and kunna is fi'l naqis, and it's fi'l madariya. No, not fi'l madariya. Fi'l madi and fa'iluhu nahnu. And kunna here means we had. Nasma'u aw naqilu. Aw is here harf atuf, means or. Nasma'u and naqilu both are fi'l madariya and fa'iluhu nahnu. And the sentence kunna nasma'u aw naqilu is our jumla shartiya, and ma kunna fi ashabis sa'ir is our yeah, this is shart actually. The whole sentence is actually jumla shartiya, but this part is the shart, and ma kunna fi ashabis sa'ir is the jawabu shart. Ma is ma nafiya, means not. Kunna is again the same fail, naqis fail, and it's fail madi fa'iluhu nahnu. Fi ashabi sa'ir is fi ashabi is jar majroor, and ashabi sa'ir is idafa, means from the companions of the blaze. And this whole the whole ayah will translate as that they will say, and they will say, if we had been listening or reasoning. Nasma'u means listening, and
listening.
naqlu means reasoning. If we had been listening or reasoning, we would not have been among the companions of the blaze.
Yeah. Okay, so your question that why we are translating into future. So love is kind of, because this is shart, and shart is almost always like a future, right? So this is the reason, because we know this is the scene on the day of judgment. So obviously it is going to happen, it's future.
Jazakallah. Ayah number 10 is Fatarafu bi zambihim fasuhkalli ashabi sa'ir. Fa is here harfe istinafia, means then. Itarafu, itarafu is fail madaria, failuhu nahnu, and it means they will confess. Bizambihim is
Nahnu, and they will confess.
taraf.
So this is basically fail madi. I'tarafa. So, and i'tarafa would be the huma, and then i'tarafu would be hum. Okay, so fa tarafu, because of fa came whenever this is called hamzatul wasl. With this hamzatul wasl, whenever we have anything waw, fa, or anything get connected with it, then we do not kind of pronounce that hamzatul wasl. So that's why we are saying fa tarafu.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, but this is fail madi because you don't see any beginning, anita beginning. This alif is actually the part of the root letter. So this is the mold. This is some family that takes alif. So I tarafa is the whole fail madi.
Jazakallah, yeah. So fail madi and failuhu hum, and it means they confess. B is harfe jar, and zambi is ism majroor. So bi zambi is jar majroor, sins, him, their sins, and him is again idafa. Bi zambi plus him is our idafa fragment. So
This is our MBF plus idafa, right?
yes, oh yeah, and it, since it's a jumla failure, so bizambihim as our first MBF, and fasuhkan, fa is again harfe ataf, and suhkan is ism mansoob, so it's mafule. What kind maful? Can I say it's mafule mutlik?
Yes, it is maful mutlaq, and the fail, which is supposed to be ashaka, ashakahum. This is kind of hidden in there. Ashakahum mean I will distance them. Okay, so fasuqan, so they are really a distance, like very away, far away from the mercy. So sahaka is like distancing, abandoning someone. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that these ashabus sa'ir would be the far away from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Right. Then is li ashabi. Li ashabi is again jar majroor and means the companions, and as-sayr is it's majroor, and plus it's idafa with ashab is sayr, and this whole thing all together li ashab is sayr is our second MBF.
Yes.
And the ayah will translate as and they will admit their sins, so so they are far from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah.
The third 10, 11, 12 ayah number 12 is إن الذين يخشون ربهم بالغيب لهم مغفرة وأجر كبير. Since this I started with the إن الذين, which is harfe nasb wa ismuha. Allazina is the ism of inna. It's a jumla ismiya, and allazina is our ism mausul. So the rest of sentence, or maybe up till yakhshawna rabbahum bil ghaib, is our sila.
Yeah, bil ghaib. Yeah.
By meaning, yeah, by translation, so up till bil ghaib, it's our sila.
Yeah.
And yakhshawna is
and sila is what, like inna lazina, this is our mubtada, right? So basically the whole thing is our mubtada. right?
Right. So Mosul and the Sila altogether is our Mubtada.
Yeah.
Yeah. And يخشون ربهم بالغيب لهم مغفرة وأجر كبير is our Jumla Ismiya. Sorry, Jumla Failure, and يخشون is a fail madari فاعله hum, and it means يخشون, they will uh, fear their Lord, their Lord. And Rabbahum is mafulun bihi. Bil ghaibi is MBF 1, and lahum maghfiratun wa ajrun kabir altogether is our MBF 2. And here lahum is jar majroor, and maghfiratun, ajrun kabir is idafa, and I don't know how to label maghfiratun. Lahum maghfiratun. Yes, I need help how I will say what maghfiratun is here, because Ajrun Kabir is the, sorry, Masuf Sifa, Ajrun Kabirun. Can I say that maghfiratun, could a compound thing could be the, sorry, maghfiratun is one thing, forgiveness.
This is a picture. This is not, I cannot write on it. Yeah. Just give me 1 sec.
Sure.
Okay, sorry about that. Are you guys able to see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so where we were, I lost you when you were on Bil Ghaibi. So lahum,
Yes.
since we are saying that, okay, Bil Ghaibi, this is up till here is our sila. So lahum is, lahum maghfiratun is what?
And now I see it the way when you mention it. Lahum is our MB. It's a Jumla Ismiya then. Lahum will be our MB K. Maghfiratun will be our khabar, and Ajrun, Maghfiratun wa Ajrun Kabirun will be our khabar.
Yeah, so basically this is starting our khabar here, the whole thing, okay? So this is our khabar, and in our khabar, this is our MB. Since this is Jumla Ismiya, so this is our MBK Muqaddam. And then Maghfiratun. This is Maghfiratun, right?
Yes, Maghfiratun.
The signs are, yeah. So this is our khabar. Or not khabar, sorry, Mubtada. So this is our Mubtada, the whole thing basically. Maghfiratun, and then Waw came. And then Ajrun Kabir, this is our Mawsuf Sifa. So the whole thing is khabar. Sorry, Mubtada. I just keep saying khabar. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. So this is our Mubtada. Inna allazina yakshawna rabbahum bil ghaibi. This is our Mubtada. And this one, lahum maghfiratun wa ajrun kabir is our khabar. And then we are further breaking down that.
So Sarah, can I ask a doubt? Can lahum be MBK and maghfiratun wa ajrun can be like khabar for it? The whole sentence like from inna alladhina yakshawna rabbahum bil ghaib is mubtada, right? For that mubtada, lahum can be MBK and maghfiratun can be khabar. Can it be like that?
Say it again. So MBK, we have lahum MBK and we have mubtada. Yes. So what you're saying?
The whole thing is jumla ismiya, right? So because it started with inna. So for that sentence, innal ladina yakshawna rabbahum bil ghaib is our mubtada, right? So lahum can be our MBK, and maghfiratun wa ajrun is like our khabar. Can it be like that instead of saying like the whole thing is from lahum? You're saying from lahum it's khabar, right?
Because our mubtada is ending over here with the sila, right?
Yeah, but lahum is a preposition, right? So jar majroor lahum. So
yeah,
lahum.
you are right. Yeah, we can do that way too. You're right. Makes sense. So we can say, okay, this is our MBK, and maghfiratun wajrun kabir is our khabar.
So you said that this is also mubtada, then that doesn't have to be a mubtada, right? That
Yeah,
can just
yeah,
be
that's
khabar.
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So then it's just our khabar. Does that make sense to everyone?
Sister Rahat?
Yeah.
I kind of, when you are talking about two mubtadas, sometimes in the past also you talked, I kind of,
You
maybe
don't
I'm,
get it.
no, in one sentence, can there be two mubtadas? In one sentence?
Yeah, yeah, sometimes it happens. Yesterday we see some example.
Okay, because, so because I
If
have always, yeah.
If we say inna allaha huwa tawwabur rahim, something like that. So what is that? Inna Allah is our mubtada, then huwa is another mubtada, or huwa tawwabur rahim could be our khabar, and then inside the khabar we're gonna say huwa is our mubtada and tawwab is our khabar. So it happens. That they are called complex sentences. They are called embedded sentences. So that happens. Okay.
And Rahat, this bil ghaibi, you said it's a mubtada or it's MBK?
Which one? Bil ghaibi is talking about yakshona. So they fear about their Rabb in unseen, right? So this is supposed to be MBF because it's talking about yakshona.
And whole thing is sila, right? Lazin.
Bil ghaibi, until bil ghaibi.
Okay. Lahum is another MBK.
Yeah.
The labeling which you first did actually is make more sense in my mind, because I see yakhshawna rabbihim bil ghaib as a jumla failure and lahum maghfiratun wa ajrun kabir as jumla ismiya. So
there are many different ways to do Arab. There is no one set way. So whatever makes sense, but we need to see that, okay, everything according to the translation, and we are kind of remaining under the rules of whatever we have learned. So it doesn't matter. You can say the whole thing khabar, or you can just separate lahum. Doesn't matter really.
Yeah, because I was stuck on maghfiratun. I never see that it's something else now started. It's not the same structure. So I was stuck on maghfiratun, that from where it comes in a jumla failure and how I will label it, right? So anyway, jazakallah.
Yeah, we always like whenever we have sila or these kind of thing, always first do the big label. Okay, so my mubtada is ending over here, and then whatever you need. If you see something like, for example, over here, now you see a rough thing, right? So you should be thinking why they are rough. In rough, there should be only, in jumla failure, rough things should be only the file, nothing else, right? So now if we do not have file, so now we have mubtada rather. So that means after mubtada in jumla ismiya, we need khabar. So that stuff is all khabar. So we need to play around and think about it. Always do the big label and then start the smaller label, micro after. So big label.
Was there anything muqaddam or muakhar, because it is starting with there
yeah, Yeah, lahum is muqaddam over here.
Okay. In the big picture, because it came before khabar.
Yeah, in khabar, in khabar part, if we just say the whole thing, lahum maghfiratun ajrun kabir is our khabar, Then lahum is muqaddam.
Muqaddam, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, so we can move on. Oh, you are done, Sikwat?
Yes, I'm done.
Oh, subhanallah, mashallah, very nicely done. Or alhamdulillah, you are doing good job. Keep that up. Okay, who is next now?
It's me. I'm Shamshad. I'll be doing 13, 14, and 15, inshallah.
Oh, okay, so let's do it then.
Okay. So, verse 13 is وَسِرُّ قَوْلَكُمْ أَوْ اجْهَرُوا بِهِ إِنَّهُ عَلِيمٌ بِذَاتِ الصُّدُورِ. Wow here is wow istinafia, and asirru is fi'l amrin fa'iluhu antum.
Very good.
Qawlakum is maf'ul bihi, and qawlakum is also idafa fragment. Qawla is mudaf and kum is mudaf ilayhi. Aw is harf ataf. Ijharu is again like fi'l amr, fa'il is antum, bihi is our MBF. Okay. Next, innahu alimun bizatu sudur is our jumla ismiya. Inna is our harf inna, and who is isma inna. It's nasbin status. Alimun is khabar. Bizati sudur will be our MBK. Dati is also idafa construction. Dati is mudaf, and as-sudur is mudaf ilayhi. Is it right?
Very good, yeah.
Dati, is it one of the, we've seen Asmaul Khamsa, right? Can Dati will be the feminine form of it or something?
Yeah. Zuzazi.
Okay.
We learn in Asmaul Khamsa, and Zati is the feminine. Because why feminine is used? Because Sudur, broken
Sudur
plural.
is broken plural, yeah.
Yeah.
So the meaning, the translation will be whether you keep your words secret or state it openly. Indeed, Allah is Allah knows what is in your heart, what is in your hearts.
Yeah, Alimun. And something about Alimun, I just want to mention, this is called Isam Sifa. What does that mean? Inshallah, we will learn in our surf. I'm just giving a gist of it. So Alim is on the pattern of Rahim, right?
Yeah.
So always keep this word Rahim in your head. Whenever we have Rahim pattern, Rahimun or Fa'ilun pattern. What's wrong? Okay, Fa'ilun pattern or Rahimun pattern, that means that this quality is inherent, embedded in it. So that's why we say Alimun, like all knowing.
Okay.
Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows when nothing was created. He knew that time when we were not there, and he will know when nobody will be there. So his knowledge is like all time.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Alim. This is about Alim. So this is we say in Surah Fatiha, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, right? So this Rahim is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's special mercy, and that special mercy is going to be shown to his believers on the day of judgment. So just on a side note, that whenever we see Alim, Rahim, Basir even, so all these are called Ism Sifa. Okay, good one. Next.
Okay, next is
About this
yeah.
one. ayah number 13. In the translation, we have weather. So which word is actually bringing that weather in the translation? Aw or wa?
This wow.
Wow and out together.
Because
maybe.
you know this ow.
Mm-hmm.
This ow basically, or because this is if you say where if you say openly or you say it secretly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala no, because in translation in English translation when we are doing it, so that is making more sense over here, right?
So, and this or is oh, right?
Ow could be, yeah, even sometimes, yeah, ow is kind of give you the options, this or that.
Okay.
So basically this ow, because of ow, you can think that this is how translation is.
And this which haru, so that which haru meaning is what? I did not get that from the translation.
Jahar, like when you
Jahra.
make something apparent, yeah.
Yeah, you know, Jahri Salah and what is the other one? Jahri mean the one we say out loud. The
Siri, I think.
Sirri, yeah. So Sirri Salah is like when we don't recite out loud, and Jahri is the one that when we say out loud, right? So you can remember that word. Jahar is even Wala Tajharu bil Qawli. Even Surat Hujurat, we did that, the same word. Okay, so do not be loud in front of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So same word is over here.
So here in the meaning,
but this is yeah, but this is command over here, yeah.
Okay. Jazakallah.
I'll continue.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And one more doubt. Because we're translating it as weather, so can we say like wa and au, like they come in combination to use weather?
Wow and au?
Yeah, in the sentence.
I'm not sure about it, but sounds like it, because this wow is not even it is, if it is connector over here, but sometimes we can play around for the with the connector for the words. Sometimes for the wow you will see the translation but, right?
Yeah.
So that depends like how according to the context we kind of translate them. So we can think yes, au, but it's not gonna happen every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even you can use the word if over here.
Okay.
If you be loud or if you be quiet, so you can use any word.
Okay. So I'll do the next sentence.
Yeah,
next
sure.
verse,
Sure.
inshallah.
Yeah.
Okay, the next verse is Ala ya'lamu man khalaqa wa huwa al-latiful khabir. So yeah, Ala, Hamza is Hamzatul Istifham. La is La Nafia because it does not have any effect over the verb following it. So it's La Nafia. Ya'lamu is fi'l mudari'un, fa'iluhu huwa. Man is mawsul. Is it right? Man is mawsul.
Yeah.
Khalaqa is sifa. Sorry, silatul mawsul. So I just wonder if it's just khalaqa or the whole thing will be
just khalaqa, because wow is kind of starting a new
separate.
sentence over here.
Yeah. So ya'lamu is fa'il is huwa and man is mawsul. Khalaqa is silatul mawsul. Wa huwa is waw is harf atfiya. Huwa is can we say waw is also halia?
Yeah. And sila, we know that man and khalaqa are ism mawsul and sila, right? But what label they are getting?
file?
Ala ya'lamu.
And khalaqa,
Who
he
created?
knows one who created, right? So can it be like the file? I mean, it's described sifa of that.
How could he? Who created?
When I was
Ya'lamu,
thinking about it.
the one
Yeah.
who created.
Ya'lamu is describing, right? Like we saw yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Alladina, then we were talking about the who gets the Huda in Surah Baqarah we were seeing, right? So it kind of described that thing. So I thought probably it could be.
Yeah, sounds like it, but okay, I need to check that on. Okay, you can move on. Yes.
Okay, so Waw is Waw Ataf Halia. Huwa al-Latiful Khabir. Huwa is our Mubtada. Al-Latif is Khabar 1 and Al-Khabir is Khabar 2 because it's talking about Allah. Can we say like that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So the meaning would be how could he who created not know? How can he not know? How could the one who created not know while he's more subtle and all-knowing, all-aware? I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next verse. Can we move on to the next verse?
Sister Rahat? Sister
Yes.
Rahat?
Yes, yes.
The one that man khalaka, I thought that it is maful because the action is being done, the created someone, who he created. So that is maful. Does that make sense?
I am checking on it. Just wait, okay?
Okay.
So yeah, I was thinking maful too, but she has a point. So let me see. And Wahuwa Latiful Khabir, you can also think that this is Jumla Haliya.
Okay.
Okay. And if it is Haliya, so it is giving the, it's supposed to be Nasab in Fi Mahalli Nasab, right? Because Hal is supposed to
Hal,
be.
yeah, okay, yeah. So the whole sentence is Fi Mahallil Nasb.
Fi Mahalli Nasab, yeah, we can say that.
Khalaqa is fil madin also. So
how we determine that it's Jumla Haliya? I'm confused here.
Sometimes, most of the time after Wow, you see all these pronouns, independent pronoun, huwa, anta. So they mostly kind of create Jumla Haliya. So like over here, he is a Latiful Khabir, and obviously he is in all situation Latif and Khabir, right?
Okay. So what's the definition of Jumla Haliya? Can you just elaborate it here a little bit?
Just for now, we can say that we say Mafulul Hal. So this Mafulul Hal can be a sentence. So in this case over here, this is a sentence.
Okay, and that sentence could be a Jumla Ismiya. This looks like a Jumla Ismiya.
Yeah, mostly, yeah, always Jumla Ismiya, yeah.
Always.
Nothing
Okay.
else.
so always it's Jumla Ismiya.
Yeah,
Hal.
always Jumla Ismiya, yeah. Okay, so Surat Mulk, and what ayah is that? So ayah number 14. Okay. No, it doesn't say anything over here. It says Allah ya'lamu man is jumla failure, khalaqa is again jumla failure. Nothing is said over here.
So we can label that as maf'ul bihi or
Ya'lamu, he knows. Man khalaqa, who has created.
Would that be a maf'ul lahu?
Hmm?
Man khalaqa would be a maf'ul lahu or no? Maf'ul lahu?
No, it's not giving the reason.
Learn this maf'ul lahu.
No, maf'ul lahu is giving the, should be giving the reason. It's not giving the
it
reason.
should
Okay, we
start
can
with
come.
that.
Yeah, we can come back to it. So for now, you can just do maf'ulun bihi over here. Okay, and then inshallah we can think about it and we can come back to it.
Okay. Okay, so I'll start the next verse, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah, yeah.
Okay. So the next verse is هو الذي جعل لكم الأرض ذلولا فامشوا في مناكبها وكلوا من رزقه وإليه النشور. Okay, so here the sentence starts with huwa. So huwa will be our mubtada. الذي is اسم موصول. جعل لكم الأرض ذلولا فامشوا is our sila. Or is it until rizki?
Zalulan.
Yeah. So until that is sila, right?
And what label is this sila getting?
Label.
So we have mubtada. What else do we need?
We need khabar and MB.
Khabar. Yeah.
So this is our khabar. Okay.
Yeah. So this is our khabar.
Okay.
And
so
then we can further break down.
Further breakdown. Ja'ala will be our fi'l madin. Fa'iluhu huwa. Lakum is our MBF. Then arda is our maf'ul and zalulan is also our maf'ul bihi. Both of it maf'ul bihi.
Good. Yeah.
Okay. So famshu, fa is ataf. Umshu will be our fi'l amr. Fa'iluhu antum.
Good.
Fi is jar majrur, so our MBF. And manakibiha, fi manakibiha our MBF. Manakibiha is idafa construction. Manakibi is our mudaf and ha is mudaf ilayhi. Ha is in the state of jar because it's mudaf ilayhi.
And what is ha referring to?
It's referring to the earth.
Arda. Very good. And why ha? Why arda is feminine?
It's feminine because the Arab said so.
Very good. Yeah.
Okay. Waw is ataf. Kulu is again fil amr. Fa'iluhu antum. Min rizkihi is our MBF. So rizki is rizkihi is idafa. Rizki is mudaf and he is mudaf ilayhi. Then wa ilayhi nushur. I'm like thinking it should be the MB wa ilayhi is jar majroor, right? And an nushur is rafa in status, so that's khabar for that the whole sentence.
Wa ilayhi, and towards him is our
return. So it's returning to, I mean, huwa the mubtada that's been elaborated, right? Like he's
so
the one.
If we are taking it as a separate sentence,
okay,
right? Wa ilayhi.
We need, okay.
So then this is our MBK.
Okay, and nushur will be our mubtada.
Mubtada. So we need to prefer mubtada first because without mubtada we cannot have jumla ismiya, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I was like thinking, should it be like the whole thing because it started with mubtada, right? So I was like thinking maybe this is part of it. It's connected to it, right?
Yeah.
So we'll just state it as a separate sentence and wa ilayhi as our MBK and an-nushur is mubtada, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's it. Meaning I should say.
Yeah.
He was made the earth subservient for you, like and walk in it and eat from its risk, and to him is our return. And there's exclusivity here because MBK is muqaddam,
And
to
then
him
our
only
mubtada
is
is
our return.
very good. And our mubtada is proper, so this is exclusivity. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Alhamdulillah. Very well done. Very well done. Keep that up, okay? Okay, so now who is next? Do we have any questions so far? Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Hmm?
The alladhi, what was alladhi then? What is the fi mahali for alladhi?
You means in ayah 15?
Yeah.
Okay, so allazi, we need to see allazi is related to what? So we are saying huwa is our mubtada, allazi is our khabar. So, and allazi is some mawsool plus the whole sila over here up till here is our khabar.
Oh, so it's then rafa, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can alladhi also be sifa for huwa?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. So he is the one, and he's
right?
describing.
It's a badal for huwa, allazi.
Yeah, yeah, it could be badal too.
And
Yeah.
allazi itself is mawsool, so whole thing is sila, that's why, right? From ja'alat zalulan. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else?
And this kulu, it's a fele amal, kulu.
Yeah. So it is basically akala is the verb, madi, akala, and then comes ya'kulu. And for mudariya, antum would be ta'kuluna.
So we have to remove ta and then noon. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then even alif going to be dropped because this is weak root letter. Okay, so the just kulu will remain.
Jazakallah.
Okay. Okay, anything else? Okay, we can move on now. Who is next?
This is Salma.
Okay, Salma, go ahead.
Okay. Amantum.
Amintum.
Amintum. It is Hamzatul Istifham and it is Fa'al Madi with Fa'alatum. And it is Jumla Istanafia. Man is Maf'ul bi. Fi is Harf jar. As-Sama'i is a Isme jar, and it is whole thing is like a Sila Mawsul.
Okay. So amintum, we have two a's over here. One is question word. Okay, right. And the second one is the part of the root letter. Okay, so basically this is amana. Amana, and then amana, amanu, and then amana, amana, amanu, and then we have on here amanat, amanata, amanna, and then from amanta, amantuma, and amintum. So this is amin. This is tum is antum over here.
Antum, right.
Okay, then
an yaqsifa. An is harfi nasab. Yaqsafa is fele madara, and this it is a mansubi anna.
Mansubi an, yeah, okay.
Mansubi an, yeah. Bekum. Bekum is MBF. Bekum is MBF. Al-adi is a noun. It is a maf'ul bi. Faiza, Fe is a harfi ataf, Iza is when, and Hiya is it, Tamur, Tamur is Fele Madara, and the whole sentence meaning is that, do you feel secure when that He who is over the heaven, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will not cause the earth to sink with you, and then it should shake or quake.
Okay, if you guys remember Faiza, I remember one Iza Fujaya. If you guys remember, Iza Fujaya, that means something happened very sudden. Even in the story of Hazrat Musa alayhi salam, when this anaconda, like when he threw his asa and it turned into anaconda, you will see Iza over there. So suddenly it became big snake. So same thing over here, Faiza, and then suddenly here the earth, Tamur, start shaking. So basically Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that, do you feel secure from the one who is in the heaven, An yaksifa, that if he sinks, bikum, you all with it, al arda, in the earth, faiza, and then what happened? Suddenly this earth starts shaking. What is the purpose of the earth start shaking? We ladies will understand it very perfectly. In our kitchen, sometimes we get some package of food, like for example sugar we have in a packet, and now we are filling up our pot with the sugar, and a little bit left and pot, look, it's full, the container. So what do? We shake it to make it more place in it, so we can finish our product. So basically this is what it is happening over here. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that he can sink you down in the earth, and then the earth can shake violently to kind of make more space for everyone to fit in.
Right.
Subhanallah. So this is Iza Fujaya over here. So
yeah.
it starts shaking out. And question so far about this ayah?
So this Amentum is Fele Madi or Mudara?
Amintum. Tum is telling us that this is Antum.
Antum, yeah. And this Amin is a fail, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Fele Madi.
Fele Madi.
Fa'ilatum. Okay.
Okay, so you can move on next ayah now.
Yeah. Okay. Amintum. It is is a harfi ataf.
Yeah.
Amintum is the same thing. Fi'l madi with fa'ilatum. Fi samae, it is harfi jar, and this is jare majur, and the whole thing is silatul mawsul. Inna is a harfi nasab. Yusila, it is a fi'l madara, and it is mansubi inna.
An yursila, yeah, okay.
Anshusla, okay. Alaykum is a matlaqul bil fail, that is MBF, upon you. Hasiban is mafule bi. Wind with stones, is a like object, noun, detail.
Stone rain.
Right, stone, yeah. Fasata
alamuna.
Fasata alamuna. Fe, then it is basically, it is fe'le madara, marfu. Fa'ila you, plural.
Antum, yeah.
Yeah, antum, okay. And
okay, fa is
fa is, I
ataf.
think Ataf,
And
right,
then
right.
seen
Seen is
is,
like future, right?
yeah,
So like something in the future.
yeah. Harfu istiqbal it is called.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
one that turn fail mudariya into future.
right. Fail mudara marfu fa'ila. Okay. Kafa, kafa, kafa.
Kaifa, kaifa.
Kaifa is a ism, basically it is a isme istifham, khabr
Yeah.
muqaddam,
Mm-hmm.
and nazir, nazari is my
Naziri,
naziri,
Naziri.
naziri. Okay, naziri is basically it is mubtada, my warning. It's muwaqqir marfu, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so fasatalamuna, so soon you all will see. Kaifa, how? So this is our, yeah, in Arab books you will find that it's saying that kaifa, this is ism, and since it is going to be over here, it is mubtada,
Right.
muqaddam. Sorry, khabar. This is khabar muqaddam.
Kaifa is a khabar muqaddam, right?
So this is khabar muqaddam, and nazirun. Basically, this is nazirun plus ya.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So this is basically nazirun. That's why we are saying that this is our mubtada muakhar, and basic. Yeah, this naziri, this just fatha, instead of having ya over here, ya is dropped because this just kasra is kind of fulfilling the purpose. So just for the making it short, it is written that way. But actually it is naziru and plus ya, naziri.
Right. And meaning is, or do you feel secure that he who is over the sky or heaven, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will not send against you.
No, ayn yursila, if he decide that he, even you can, that he sent down upon you hasiba, the rain of stones.
Rains of a stone, then you shall know how has been my warning or punishment,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it, you're done?
No, one more.
One more, okay. Do we have any question here?
So we said that it's a mubtada and khabar. So whole thing from till fasatalamun is a jumla failure.
From where?
From starting till fasatalamuna.
No, amintum man fis samai. So this is our is ataf, amintum our fail file, and this should be our mafulun bihi. Okay. And then another sentence over here, an yursila alaykum hasiba. This is another mafulun bihi over starting here. That do you feel scared from the one who is in the sky, that if he decide to send a stone rain? So this is another mafulun bihi look like. And then fasata alamuna. So this is another sentence starting over here. Fasata alamuna. So that is our fail file.
That's a jumla failure again.
A jumla failure. I think at the end they're the mubtada and khabar.
Naziri will be our maful bihi.
Arab books are saying something different. I'm confused too over here. Fasatalamuna, either we can just take fasatalamuna by itself, but it doesn't make sense because that is related to Kaifa Naziri, right? So soon they will see. They will see what? Or we can say that way, yeah. Fasatalamuna.
The future, yeah.
So they would soon they will know. They will know what? So we can say this is our mafulun bihi, the whole thing, and then we can further break down. And this is our khabar muqaddam, and this is our mubtada muakhar. That makes sense to me.
So conclusion is all these chunk of sentences itself is a jumla failure.
To start with jumla failure. Yeah.
This is all mixed. Yeah, we have Jumla Felia, we have Mafulun Bihi, we have another Mafulun Bihi, then we have another Jumla Felia, and then we have inside this Jumla Felia, it's Mafulun Bihi is Jumla Ismiya.
Jumla Ismiya. At the end, it is just Jumla Ismiya.
The last one only.
Last
right?
one, right?
The last.
Yeah, last one. Last two couple of sentences.
Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah, and one more doubt. When we say man fis samai is our sila, I mean, I have a doubt. After the thing which comes after ismul mausul will be our sila, right? So should we say from fis samai only is sila, or from man fis samai itself is our sila?
Man is our ism mausul, so sila you can say fis samai is basically is our sila,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man ism mausul plus its sila are together is our
maful bihi. Yeah, that part is okay. I was just wondering because in both the verses you said from man fis samai is sila, right? So I just wanted to clarify.
Fis samai itself is the MBF, right?
Yeah.
No, MBK. No. It's man over here.
Oh, yeah, MBK because of the man.
That is really a brain spin.
There are so many things in one sentence embedded.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. So now, yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay. Walaqad. Here there's there walaqad. So basically the wow, there's a wow, it could be and, lam is a lam of emphasis, and qad is indeed. But it is also like wow could be the harf jar, and it is like a harf qasam, and the lam will be fi jawab, and qad means like indeed. So it's like lam of emphasis here. Walaqad.
Basically, when laqad comes, this lam with the qad, basically this is called lam waqiyatul qasam. So basically, this is the lam, not the wow, but this lam is kind of tells us that the oath is over here. And sometimes most of the time you will see oath is hidden over there. But whenever there is laqad, we should know that basically it is an oath over here.
Yeah, because wow is a harf jar also, and it means like
no, but not over here. When wow harfu jar is when after that we have ism, and this ism is jar in status wal asri. So then you're gonna say yes, this wow is wawul qasam, but not in in that case.
Not in this case. Okay. So yes, indeed. Okay. Kazaba is a fi'l madi, fa'ila huwa, and it is jumlatul jawabul qasam also, if we'll go from there, and it means denial. Allazina is isme mausul, those. Min qablihim, min is harf jar, and qablihim is before them, harf jar, and then qablihim before them is a silatul mausul. And fakafa phase then it is harf ataf, I think, and kafa is a isme istifham, khabre kana, and it looks like it's a muqaddam.
Yeah, same like before.
Same like before. Kana is a verb, fi'l madi naqis. It is like an auxiliary verb, and it means was. And nakir is like my, na is my, nakir is rejection, and basically this is isme marfu.
Same thing like I said about nazirun. So same thing. So this is our mubtada.
Right.
Muakhar.
Mubtada muakhar, isme marfu. And translation is, and indeed those before them denied basically the message of Allah. Then see how terrible was my denial, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying about punishment, what happened to them when they denied.
Yeah. So nakiri is like my condemnation, my
Right.
inkar. Yeah. So
Yeah, denial and stuff.
okay. So do we have any more question about this ayah?
Alladina, what is it, sister? Which
Ismi Mosul. Ismi Mosul.
No, yeah, it is a Mosul, but what label are we giving here?
Is it because the jar
Walaqad, certainly kadhab allazina, those who denied.
Who those who denied, right.
So look like the file of this is the file of kadhaba.
So Rafa, Mahalila Rafa.
Yeah, Fimali Rafa. So this is the file.
Okay.
File, okay.
So if this is the file, then the whole sila is fi mahalli raf. This is the file of kazaba. Okay.
Okay.
Is everyone clear? Okay, Jazakallah khair for sharing your knowledge with us. What's your name?
Salma Babar.
Salma. Oh, you said that in the, okay. So Jazakallah khair, Salma. You did a good job, Alhamdulillah.
Thank
so
you.
Barakallah Fiki. Keep up your hard work.
Thank you.
Okay, so who is next now?
Okay, I'm next. Sister Rahat,
Yes.
I have a message from someone who is Azra, who is supposed to do the last 3 ayahs, that she is getting a Zoom error. So she wanted me to give you the message that she is getting a Zoom error.
Why she is getting Zoom error?
She gave me the error number that she can't join. Just her message only says that I'm getting this error 5003. So
wow.
I'm supposed to do ayah 2230. Please inform Rahat. That's all I have. She sent me a private message.
Okay, so I don't think so we have enough time for today. So I think the rest, that is we are last one taking. Okay. And rest we inshallah we're gonna do okay, tomorrow we don't have class. Inshallah we will do on Monday then. Whatever is left over, we can do that on Monday.
I'll let her know. Jazakallah khair. Okay.
Okay, so now Kamil, are you ready?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, I'm doing ayah number 19, 20, and 21. So let's begin on ayah number 19. So we begin with awalem, right? We have the harf lem, which triggers the next verb, yaro, to be a lightest form. And from this, we know that it's a jumla failure, essentially, right? So after that is ila tayri. So ila is a harf of jar, and the next one is tayr. So therefore, we know that this is the MBF of the sentence. So after that is fawqahum fatin. So fawqa is a zarf, and hum is the mudaf ilayhi. So you could say that fawqahum and safatin is like I suppose based on its tanween that it's a noun, and both fawqahum and safatin are maf'ul, and based on the definition of safatin as spreading their wings, you could call this the maf'ul essentially. The maf'ul al-hal, you could say it to be. So after that,
okay, just give me one sec before I forget. I just want to highlight one thing over here. Safa, as you said, this is ism, right? And yakbid is our fail over here.
Yes.
And we say that ism is like more timeless and unlimited, right? But
yes.
fail has some limitation. So safa mean outstretching, right? The birds outstretch. And yakbidn is like when they kind of constrict. Yeah, they hold. So bird, mostly if you guys look at them when they are flying, what do? So they are mostly, their wings are outstretched, right? And just for like, they don't do much yakbidn. So they have to like, maybe, I don't know, after a couple of times they have to do their like holding, right? But most of the time is safa. So that's why the ism is used for safa, and for the yakbin the fail is used. So we can see that how precise is the language of the Quran, that even the actions, like the action that are done more, is the ism is used over here, and that the less frequent action, the fail is used over here.
Okay. So I expected a maf'ul, and so since fawqahum safatin wa yaqbidin is the maf'ul, and yaqbidin is the verb of the present tense present tense third person singular masculine, and not singular masculine, it's plural
Unna.
plural feminine plural
This is
feminine.
unna, yeah.
Yeah. So after that it is ma. Okay. So ma yumsikana. So wait one second. Okay. So ma yumsikana. So we have yumsikana yumsikuhunna right now. So since yumsiku is a present tense verb of the singular third person masculine, and hunna is the attached pronoun and therefore we know that this is not a jumla failure. So yumsikuhun, and after, so this yumsikuhunna, yumsiku is the fail, and hunna is the maf'ul is maf'ul bihi. So illa, it means except, so it's a harf. And rahman, so rahman seems to be the file, since it's yumsiku, and there doesn't seem to be any so it seems to be the file.
And ma plus illa, do you remember what is ma plus illa?
Ma plus it's like no one except.
Nothing but.
Okay.
So no one except Rahman holds them.
Okay. So after that is innahu. So innahu is a harf of so inna is a harf of nasab, and therefore this is another jumla. This is a jumla ismiya. So who is who, this is the nasab huwa essentially. So
ismu inna.
Yeah. And essentially there is bikulli. So wait.
And so inna plus its ism, what do they make?
They make a harf of nasab fragment.
Mubtada.
Yeah, I'm saying they're the mubtada. Yeah. So after that is bikulli. Since this is b is a harf of jar, so you could say that this is the mbk. And so after that is so yeah, bikulli shay'in basir. Bikulli shay'in. So bikulli shay'in, you can say that shay'in could be part of the mbk as well. And basirun, since this is rafa, it cannot be assumed to be part of the bikulli shay'in mbk part. So this is the khabar. So essentially this is, do they not see the birds above them, the birds flying, the birds above them with their wings, like with their spreading out their wings and folding, and like no one but Allah holds them aloft, and indeed Allah is the all-seer.
Bikulli shayin basir. He is the one who sees each and every thing.
Yeah.
Okay, very well done. Subhanallah.
So the next ayat is amman hadha. Since men means, like, I think in this occasion it is what. So this could be said
this
to be
is basically plus man. Okay, so is over there.
Okay. So men could be said to be this could be said to be a jumla ismiya. So men could be said to be the mubtada. After this is hadha alladhi. So this is where we get the sentences within sentences. So hadha. So this whole thing hadha alladhi huwa, and after that this is the khabar. So hadha alladhi. So we have hadha, which is So we have hada. So we have hada, and after that is alladhi, which is the mawsul, and this is fi mahali one sec.
Okay, so man is, we are saying this is mubtada. Okay.
Yeah.
Haza is our khabar over here.
Yeah. And alladhi.
Okay, so now, yeah.
So this is fi. So this is fi mahali okay, well, this is fi mahali rafa, I think, I suppose. So this is huwa. So huwa jundul lakum is like the sifa, and sifa has no status essentially. So huwa jundul lakum. So like he is an army for you, and lakum is yeah, essentially this is treated as one word. And yansurukum, after this is okay. So after this is since this whole thing has alladhi huwa jundul lakum, like this could be said to be the mubtada of this new khabar. And since yansurukum min dun rahman, this will be the khabar of this khabar. So yansur, and this is in itself a jumla failure. So yansuru is the present singular masculine third person verb, and so essentially huwa. And kum is the attached pronoun being antum. So yansurukum min dunir rahman. So min dun is so min dunir rahman could be said to be the MBF. So because min dunir, min is harf of jar, dun. Okay, how min and dun plus make up a harf of jar fragment, and dun and rahman are themselves part of a mudaf ilayhi fragment. So in yeah, since in al kafiruna, since in is a harf meaning not, I suppose, kafiruna. So in al kafiruna could be said to be the mubtada of this thing, and illa fi ghurur is could be said to be the MBK, with illa being a harf of jar. And no, illa is not, it's except. And wait, yeah, and fi is harf of jar, and ghurur is ghurur and in fi make up this new harf of jar fragment. So essentially this means who is this though, like essentially who is this the one who like provides you if he, meaning Allah, withheld his like provision for you, and his provision for you. And no, this is that's another ayah. Okay, no, who is this the one who is an army for you to like to help you besides Ar-Rahman, the most gracious?
What is Kamil? What is the label we are giving to this allazi?
Allazi, wait, allazi is mawsul.
Yeah, but what is the label?
Oh, fi mahalli rafa, I suppose.
Suppose for what? What is that? So we have mubtada over here, we have khabar over here, right?
Yeah, this is the khabar, and
now what is allazi?
Yeah, so it's an amman. So like amman is like who, and this, and who, and allazi starts as like who can like no, who is an army for you. So I mean, since there's no indication that it is a nasab or a jar, you can assume that this is a rafa. And since huwa refers to the alladhi, it could be, and huwa is a rafa pronoun, it could say the alladhi is fi mahali rafa.
So this allazi you are saying is starting our again a jumla ismiya. So this is mubtada.
Okay, this is part of the. I'm saying there's many sentences within the sentence here. So had allazi. So you could say this could be no, like this could be said to be part of a mubtada of this khabar essentially.
Okay, let me see, what is that? Okay, you keep going on. So you have one more ayah to go.
Wait 1 second. So wait, I just need to translate the last part. So inal kafiruna illa fi ghurur. So it's saying like the inal kafiruna illa fi ghurur. So inal kafiruna illa fi ghurur. So the disbelievers are nothing but in delusion essentially. So next one is men has alladhi. So okay. So men, just like the beginning, this is men is essentially who, and this is therefore the mubtada. and has al-ladhi, therefore, and you can say has al-ladhi, this starts a new khabar of this, and al-ladhi starts a new, this is essentially a new mubtada of this khabar, which is jumla ismiya. Al-ladhi is mawsul, and suppose it is fi mahali rafa, since there is a verb after it that clearly has alladhi as its doer. So yarzuqu is basically yarzuqu is a present tense. Yarzuqu is a present tense third person singular masculine verb, essentially huwa, and kum is attached pronoun being entum. So okay. Uh, um so as okay, الذي that يرزقكم. So after this is in. It's in. So essentially in this sense this starts a jumla shartiya. So this means that in is essentially a harfu shart, and amsaka is is a past tense third person singular masculine verb, and rizqa is the and yeah, and faluhu of this verb is huwa. So rizqa is the maf'ul bihi, I think, and rizqahu is itself an idafa fragment with rizqa as its with rizqa as the mudaf and hu as its mudaf ilayhi, hu being the nasab form of huwa, and bel is a harf is the harf meaning essentially but, nay, it's harfu ataf, I suppose, and so bal laju. So laju is a past tense, third person, plural, masculine form of the verb, and laju, and this is the file, and filuhu hum, I suppose, and fi uturin wa fi utur. You could say that fi utur is the harf of jar fragment. So this is the beginning of the MBK of this jumla failure, and since wa carries over the status of the thing to the next noun, wa nufur can be said to be part of the MBF as well. So
Good.
essentially, this is like so who is this who will provide you if he meaning Allah withheld his provision from you, his provision from, and it's essentially it is nay, they persist in pride.
Yeah, very good, very well done. But you are too fast, so that was really hard to keep up with you. May Allah bless you. You are amazing. A young blood is amazing. Subhanallah. I'm very proud of you, Kamal. You did an amazing job, even though I just put on spot other day.
Mashallah, you're a very good teacher.
Jazakallah khair, but you are amazing student, okay, I should say. You made my day, okay. So any question we have so far for this?
For this amman hadha lazi, that there are two isme mausul, man and lazi. So how we gonna label them? Like
which one? Ayah 20?
Both, like 20 and 21.
Amman. So we're gonna say this is harfu ataf. Okay, and man, we are saying that this is man mosula plus this is mubtada over here. And then this haza is our khabar over here, and this allazi is basically is the badal for haza. So this is rafa in status, and because this is the badal of this haza. Okay.
And allazi is also khabar here or what?
Yeah, badal of haza means yes, it is the kind of same status as the haza has. So haza is khabar, yes, so allazi is also khabar.
So for allazi also it won't be considered as isme mausula here?
Yeah, it is. We have isam mausula is the name of that isam, right? But then we have to give it a label. What label it is getting? So the label is that it is badal.
Badal, and for isme mausula, there must be a sila, right here?
Yeah, so sila is huwa jundul lakum. So I think it is ending over here.
Okay. Same thing in the next ayah, right? In 21.
Yeah, so amman again, man is our mubtada, haza is our khabar, and allazi is our badal. And Mosul would be Allazi yarzuqukum. Yeah, so look like up till here, this one is Sila. And then our Shartiya starting over
So
there.
this Sila is for Lazi. How about the Man Mosula?
Yeah, that's a good question. So Man has Allazi.
So for Man,
So I think Man Haza.
No Sila.
Man Haza, we can say.
Haza is Sila.
And Haza is related to Allazi. So the whole thing can go. Yeah, and then inside the Sila, we have another Sila. Yeah.
So
Did
this
you get
question
it?
is still there. Like for Man, Isme Mosula, and Haza Lazi is the Sila for Man. And then again, Al-Lazi is another Isme Mosul. And then Yarzuqukum is the Sila, right?
Yeah, so if we are saying Man is Sila over here, right? So then it is related to Haza. Haza is related to Allazi. Then Allazi is related to Yarzuqukum. So basically the whole thing is Sila. And then inside the Sila, we have Sila. When we further break down this Sila, then we can say, okay, this Allazi is Sila. And then Yarzuqukum is another Sila for that.
No, the Man is not Sila.
Man is not Sila?
Not the Sila. Man is Mosul. Man is Isme Mosul, right? It's not the Sila.
Yeah, it's starting. I always just do, basically it's supposed to be here. Yeah, this one here.
And
your voice is cutting. I can't hear you.
Yarzuqukum is coming. I'm saying same thing for Allazi is Isme Mosul and Yarzuqukum is Sila.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sister Rahat, you wrote harf.
You clarify.
Yeah, this is for Bal. Bal is harfu idrab.
What is idrab?
Idrab, you know, daraba yadribu. Like, give some example. So this is how it's named. But harfu idrab, but its meanings is like the word that confirms or sometimes condemn what is said before.
Oh, so the Arabic name is harfu idrab.
Idrab, yeah.
Sister Rahat, so
yeah.
it confirms also, because in English its name is retraction, and when I read about its definition, it was that it retracts the previous statement and says no, this but like a but this happens, another thing.
But its definition says that sometimes it confirms and sometimes it condemns.
Oh, I didn't know about the confirm. Thank you.
Okay, so everyone is good so far? So we can end the session over here, and Monday, inshallah, we can do our rest of the ayat.
Monday, next week we're gonna have daily classes or just on Sundays?
No, we need to decide in September. We are going to, inshallah, start our weekly classes now from September. So let me see the date. I'm gonna let you guys know in the group, inshallah, very soon.
Sister Rahat,
yeah.
If it's not hard, I have a request that this recording, the way that you labeled, if it's possible, if we can have this labeling in the lesson plan, because I usually it takes less time to me that instead of listening, just have the labeling and look at it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get it. So in lesson, what you want?
What I'm saying, that if it is not too much work for you, if it's easy that your children or someone can transfer it into like a PDF, then
lesson plans?
Thank you.